Hi, just kind of wanted to do a short clip video to let everybody know some things that have been going on. I haven't told all my family, and at this point I've been getting a lot of messages in Messenger, texts, some phone calls, and I just simply don't have a lot of energy right now to be answering all of them. So I thought this would be quicker, and I hope nobody takes offense. I'm not dying. We'll get that out there. I'm not dying, but I am very sick at this time. Most of you know that I had contracted COVID back in October and had it through the month of November. I would say it was a fairly mild case, mild to mildly moderate. I didn't end up hospitalized. I didn't end up on a ventilator or anything like that, but I stayed sick. Improved and then was sick again. And since that time, I've experienced low energy and pretty typical complaints that a lot of us have who went through the COVID. But one thing that had started happening is I would get what I called these little spells where I'd suddenly just get sweaty and the room space around me would kind of narrow in, and I would feel like I was ready to pass out, but I, to my knowledge, never did. My chest would start, my heart would start beating in my chest, like bounding, fast or slow, very irregular beats. Well, I had enough concern with that happening a few times that I took it to my primary care physician. And I was told there that this indeed was a long-lasting effect of COVID, and that she was seeing a lot of people in her office with this symptom and had been experiencing it herself. So we didn't really look into it much further. It just made sense. It started happening after the COVID. Well, it began happening more and more frequently until, I would say, in the last month or two, I had noticed that with even slight exertion, I would get winded really easy. And my ankles were starting to swell. The swelling, my typical swelling, usually after a night of sleep, my ankles are back to their normal size in the morning. So what I mean is by starting to swell is after a night's sleep, they would still be quite swollen. And I didn't even realize it before I knew it. My hands were swollen and face just all over. So this last 2 weeks, things got worse. I didn't want to call in for work, and I work a week straight, and then I have a week off. And by my Friday, actually on that shift, there were a few hours that I felt great. It's like, oh, I'm going to enjoy my days off. And this must have just been a little bug or something. By the end of the shift, all those symptoms returned and were kind of unrelenting, we'll say. My coworker said, do you need to go check in? I said, the shift's almost over. I'll be fine. Just go home and rest. And that's what I need. I just need a shower and I need to go home and sleep. Just tired. And she begged me to get looked at even after we were walking past the time clock and when clocked out. Just, why don't you just go back to the ER and get checked out, she said. And I said, Bernie, what I'm feeling isn't an emergency. It doesn't warrant an ER visit. I will contact my primary care, or if I can't get in, I will just go to urgent care. It's no biggie. She said, promise me? I said, of course. Getting to my car and driving home, about halfway there, things got even worse for me. And I grabbed my cell phone and called my fiance and said, "Babe, I'm not going to make it home today. I'm driving myself to Holy Family, which is not very far from where I was in my trip." And he said, "I'll meet you there. Go." Retrospect, I should have probably just dialed 911. I wouldn't recommend anybody driving with these symptoms. And I was kind of in a state of confusion, but sweating profusely. Now the chest heaviness was clenching, uh, pain on the left side of the chest, radiating through my arm and my jaw. Jaw hurt terribly, and my head hurt. It's a searing headache. And I made it to the ER, parked near the entrance even, and ended up walking to a different part of the hospital going in. That's how confused I was. Found my way eventually to the emergency room, and they got me back right away. I don't think I looked the best going in there. Um, got me an EKG right away, and I ended up getting taken back to the room, and everything from there was a blur of blood draws and different tests, echocardiogram, CT, yada yada. And I was told they were going to admit me, and I was told that I tested positive with COVID, and they thought that there was something wrong with the conduction in my heart, the left side. And as it turned out, they eventually came and told me that my whole entire heart was not beating hard enough. There was some injury to the heart that they surmised may have started with COVID. The virus may have affected the heart rate, the issue, in a way, compounded it. And as well as some underlying issues of high blood pressure. I smoked, I need to lose some weight, etc. All these things combined added up, and they said, "You're in complete heart failure," and admitted me then and there. And so where we stand now, I'm on 7 new medications. I've got more testing to do. Some of it is slightly delayed because of the COVID positive diagnosis. So I'll be going and continuing to be monitored with the Holter here at home. I just got out of the hospital yesterday. I've got a team of cardiologists that are working with me. Got a new primary care physician, by the way. There's a bunch of things going on. I've been told by one of the cardiologists that a newer medication that they're using to treat people with congestive heart failure is actually a med designed for treatment of diabetes. It's showing great results, and some people are having pretty significant reversals in the damage and improvements with CHF. And this cardiologist said, "I have very high hopes that you're going to be one that's going to have pretty good luck with this medication, and I believe we can reverse most of this." And so I was very encouraged by that. I go back and forth right now just because the energy is so low. I'm frustrated because I can't do the things that I normally would. I'm not dying, but damn, it sure feels like it sometimes. I'll just give an example to clean the bathroom, and it's not a big bathroom. First of all, Sheldon wanted to do it. I said, "Don't do it, you need to rest. Everybody's trying to wait on me hand and foot, and I don't want that. I don't want to not live." So anyway, I insisted on cleaning the bathroom, and I tell you, I took about five breaks. I wiped down this, and then I went and sat. Worked for 5 minutes, and then sat for 15. Laid down at one point, and napped for like a 20-minute nap. But I finished the bathroom. It looks nice. Has my special touch to it. But things like that. And I would be a liar if I didn't say that I was scared, because I am scared. But I have made some lifestyle changes. I am 4 days without a cigarette. And today I'm craving one really bad. But I'm not going out and smoking because I do want to live. I want to raise my grandbabies or see them raised. And I'm too young just to settle down and let this take over. And I appreciate your prayers. And like I said, if I don't answer y'all right away, please forgive me. I'm off for the next few weeks. I think until August 3rd, I'm covered for that anyway. And after that, I might have an angiogram and need more time off. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to take me, but I look forward to returning to work. And when I have a little more energy, answering messages and phone calls and texts. Just keep me in your prayers, and I'll keep you all updated. And I love you. Love you all very much. Thank you.